Hello, thank you guys so much for clicking this video today. I really appreciate it. We have a lot of awesome Cardano news today. The first one is actually about US states reaching out to the Cardano Foundation to have the voting be done on the Cardano blockchain or some sort of layer 2 that still uses the Cardano blockchain as a settlement layer. This is breaking news, so we're going to be getting into that into a moment. We also have news about Argentina and Cardano. In the last video we talked about Dubai and Cardano. So governments are starting to wake up to using Cardano and other blockchain services. On top of that, we're going to have more Cardano news and some more news about an airdrop that's coming as well. All in all, it's going to be a good video. As always, we're going to be doing a giveaway, so make sure you stay till the end of the video to know the word, to comment down below to enter that giveaway. So if you guys enjoy the video, make sure you click the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and let's get into it. So we're just going to jump into the most exciting news that I've heard today, and here it is. Shout out to Stake with Pride. He comes out with a lot of breaking news on Twitter, so appreciate some of these tweets. US states have approached the Cardano Foundation for help with voting on the blockchain. So let's watch this. This is the CEO of the Cardano Foundation, Frederick Gergard. So let's take a look at what he has to say.
What we've seen is that we've been approached from sort of a couple of states in the US who say, hey, can you help us to do a lightweight blockchain solution to make it more transparent and accountable in how we're voting? I still sort of have to sort of look at if we can actually make this happen in the time frame they're looking at. But we also have election year in the UK. What we've seen is that we've been approached from...
So that is surprising. When I saw this yesterday, I was completely shocked. So one, he mentions in the time frame. Well, obviously we have the US election this year, so that time frame that they're looking for is very short. Imagine if we see some crazy announcements in the next few months, because they would have to come in the next few months for us to meet the deadline for this election. But even if it's next election, or even next year, I am happy if there is any states using the Cardano blockchain for their voting. And think about the use of this. We could all have cryptographic keys that actually allow us to sign for our vote, so that can never be replicated. Imagine being able to vote at your house in an application by using your cryptographic keys that you've already used to register with the government to vote. And what this could also bring is transparency. If this is done on an open ledger, you can see what's being voted for, and then the actual users can still be hidden, so you don't know that who I'm voting for or who you're voting for, but you can see the totals, and that would be really exciting in my opinion. And the last thing that he brought up in here is a point around the UK. He says, well, elections are also happening in the UK. And I almost wonder if that was a little bit of a tease for some more information that's about to come around governments using Cardano. The Cardano community is alive. Last month, we launched the incentivized testnet themed around Atrium. The Atrium DAO is hosting 2 different testnets. The first one is themed around staking baskets, and there's not too much time left. This is actually closing on April 5th. So if you want to, be a part of the first airdrop, make sure you get in here and try staking baskets. There's going to be a Medium article down below that gives you step-by-step exactly what you need to do. You can also join the Discord server down below if you have any questions or need more information. In the first testnet, we've launched staking baskets. Staking baskets are a smart contract that allow you to delegate to over 100 different stake pools at the same time, and you earn Cardano native tokens plus your ADA rewards for supporting the basket. Right now we've launched Diffusion. Diffusion delegates to 50 different single stake pool operators on testnet and obviously on mainnet when it launches, and you earn the Atrium DAO token plus your ADA rewards for supporting 50 different small businesses. This first testnet actually closes on April 5th. So if you want to make sure you're a part of the first airdrop, you want to go do this now by reading the Medium article down below, joining the Discord server if you have any questions. And on top of that, we're launching a second incentivized testnet that's coming next month. This incentivized testnet is actually themed around our account NFTs. Account NFTs can be minted through our smart contract, and once you mint them, you're going to have a profile that lives within Atrium, and that profile is customizable. Your NFT itself can level up and you unlock more customizations for that. You're also going to get a web page that lives directly in Atrium, and you can see kind of an example of that here. Twitter kind of made it a little low res, but this is a profile. Diffusion Insight is actually a staking basket profile. So you're going to have your own page in Atrium that you can use to maybe sell your NFTs or maybe follow your favorite projects and stay up to date. And on the testnet, you're going to be able to mint these NFTs for free, be a part of the airdrop for that, and then you're going to be able to unlock exclusive testnet rewards that you can only get during the testnet that you can transfer over to your mainnet NFT. And on mainnet, once you've transferred that over, you're also going to transfer over your testnet level. So on testnet, there are 10 levels that you can reach, and there are going to be more levels on mainnet. But if you, reach level 10 on testnet, you can transfer that directly over to mainnet. So back to back good news here. So this is from Mauro. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, but I've met you multiple times. Very valuable community member for Cardano. And he made this tweet yesterday. The governor of Entre Rios, Argentina, made a post on LinkedIn talking about his meeting with the Cardano Foundation. Innovation is the way to the transformation we need a reality in Entre Rios. And this is translated, so it may sound a little off. We all know this, but so far no political decision has been taken to move forward with it. We believe that we cannot wait another minute, and that is why we are taking the first steps to turn our province into a spearhead of innovation. Thanks to this vision and enormous productive potential of Entre Rios, Cardano Foundation saw in the province the opportunity to lead the process of adoption of Web3 technologies in Latin America. It is news that makes us very happy and proud. Today we held the first meeting with the head of Latin America, Rafael Fraga. The Cardano Foundation collaborates with institutions, companies, regulators, and policymakers globally and has a market capitalization of $22 trillion. It does so from a scientific and academic approach based on the peer review method. In this way, they advise, promote, and accompany the implementation of digital technology such as third-generation blockchain to contribute into solving problems that affect economic development. His vision has a lot to do with the change we are bringing forward in our province. It is an environmentally sustainable approach and a decentralized governance model. The RealFi approach, and that tag there is definitely something that was coined by Cardano. RealFi. The first time I heard that was from John O'Connor. The RealFi approach is exactly what we have been doing, offering real solutions to real problems of the population. Strategic vision and common sense. This is something that's been severely lacking in many jurisdictions lately. One of the areas in which work with this new approach can produce the most benefits is education, but it'll also allow us to reduce costs, time, and bureaucracy when it comes to providing public services to the people of Entre Rios. To put this simply, it decisively improves the efficiency of the state. It creates new opportunities for individual development and creates conditions for collective development. He gets it. He really does. This is great to see. We already have taken the first step. We have met each other and we have listened to each other and we have exchanged views and experience. From now on, we are going to work on training that is needed and then on the implementation of these technologies. We are putting Entre Rios at the forefront of digital developments. We know that we can do it because of this entrepreneurial spirit of our province, which is present from the countryside to the software industry, and because now we are on the same path together. We're starting to see governance realize the technological innovation that is Cardano and other cryptocurrencies. And, in the past few years, we've seen a huge amount of inflation. We've seen the rise of, poverty. We've seen the rise of, mental illness. And, countries need a way to innovate, to bring a better future for their society. And I think, I mentioned this in my podcast years ago during an AMA, but eventually governments are going to try to outcompete each other when it comes to cryptocurrency. When they realize the technological innovation and the value that can come to their country from adopting, reasonable policy around cryptocurrency, or, building on top of the blockchain to allow voting or increase the efficiency of government services, as he mentions here, it decisively improves the efficiency of the state. This is amazing to see, and I honestly think that this is the first of many. They mentioned education, and it makes me think back to the millions of users that were going to be brought on Cardano with the Ethiopia deal. Obviously, there was a regime change over there, and that kind of messed that process up. But, you know, doing this in more stable countries, I believe that we are going to onboard millions of users to Cardano through government services, which is amazing to see. I mean, think about how far we've come in the past 4 or 5 years. You know, reading this in 2020, we all would have been like, you know, what? It's awesome to see. On to the next topic. Atrium is an all-in-one platform that aggregates the various financial services on the blockchain into one platform that teaches you how to use it with easy motion graphic videos. We're also open sourcing 2 smart contracts this year, but you'll learn more about those later in this video. I wanted to talk about a very awesome strategic partner. One of my favorite content creators in the space, Ivan on Tech, has joined the Atrium team as a strategic advisor. So that's great news. You know, he has over 400,000 subscribers, and his content's technical, and his viewership is very knowledgeable because his content's technical. The second piece that we're going to be talking about here, this update, we're hosting an event in London. Would love to see you there. It's actually on April 13th. So make sure you guys attend that if you're in the London area. The other update that I wanted to bring for you guys is our partnership with Dex Hunter. So Dex Hunter is actually a platform that, you know, allows you to swap on any DEX, you know, from one place. And we're actually going to integrate Dex Hunter into Atrium. And then on top of that, Dex Hunter is going to create the first third-party basket. So users are going to be able to earn Hunt token plus their ADA rewards for supporting 39 different stake pools at the same time. And this is going to launch shortly after diffusion, and I'm really excited for it. You know, Dex Hunter came out, I want to say 7 or 8 months ago, and they have become one of the strongest, you know, usability products on Cardano. I hope you enjoyed the video today. A lot of exciting news as always. As we mentioned, Dubai is using the blockchain, Argentina is considering it, and now some US states are considering it. And I must say, I'm excited. We've come a long way. If you guys enjoyed the video and you want to enter the giveaway, you got to make sure you join the Atrium Discord down below, and you also have to comment profile NFT. And if you do that, you'll be entered into the giveaway, and then I'll also, you know, pick the winners from the comments down below. If you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a like. If you have any comments on anything, any different opinions, make sure you let me know down below. And as far as, you know, my video release schedule, they're going to be as needed for now. Any good news, I'll try to cover it. Until then, you can find me on Twitter.